I just took the belt off the treadle base, and I'm wanting to see if I can replace this belt with like using t-shirt material. So I'm gonna see if I can cut some strips. This is an old t-shirt that I made a quilt from. I'm gonna cut some strips and see if I can use the strips of the t-shirt as the belt for the treadle. I put both ends of the strip of the t-shirt in these two slots. Then it's another slot right here that I put it in. On this side, it's another one. Now I have to stretch it to go around this wheel. Can I turn the wheel? Stretch it to go around the wheel and then tie a knot. I have to try it again. I thought I had it tight, but I guess I don't have it tight enough for it to turn. Never mind. I didn't have the t-shirt material. It wasn't in the right channel at the top. So I hope this part don't get caught. Yep. Wait, let me go ahead and trim that right quick. I'm going to use this bobbin to wind this bobbin, and then I will use this for the top thread. Okay, maybe that didn't work. I made it worse, so I had to cut the thread off the bobbin. So I'll use just this little bit that I had wound up, and then I will use this frustrating variegated thread for the top. I probably have to put this on my thread stand. And then loop it up here, then bring it down. On the empty bobbin, wrap it around, and thread it the normal way. There are 9 star blocks that I need to make, but I'm making them differently from what the instructions say in the book. These 2 are 6 inches. These 2 are 4 inches. This one is 3.5. These 4 are 3.5. And these 4 are 2 inches. I'm going to take the 2 6-inch blocks or squares, and I'm going to do 4 at a time half square triangles. I'm going to use these 2 half square triangles to make 4 quarter square triangles. I already marked the back, and I'm going to do a 1/4 inch seam on both sides. I'm matching these 2 with these 2. You can cut on the mark line, or you can put the 1/4 inch mark on your seam line. I'm putting the 1/4 inch mark on the seam line, and that's how I'm going to make the cut. You have to square the quarter square triangles to 3.5 inches. Next, I'm going to take the 3.5 block, this 3.5 square, and these 4 2-inch squares, and I'm going to snowball each corner. It's a lot of little pieces that need to be pieced together for this quilt. Just this part alone, it's 100 of these and 100 of these just for this part. So go ahead and prep it early so I can chain piece quicker. I pieced together 9 of these, 36, 100, 72. It was a lot of sewing, and I normally don't like, well, not normally, I don't like piecing together little pieces, and this was a lot of little pieces to piece together. This just came in the mail. I thought they would be bigger than what they are. The back of the ruler feels like rough, but it still kind of slides across the fabric. So I was trying to see if Walmart or Hobby Lobby had that grippy stuff. Then I remembered that when I bought the little Rebel machine, little Rebel sewing machine, I got a lot of these that came with it. I'm gonna make sure before I do the quilting that I practice with the rulers.
Going after weak guys and then calling yourself a hero? Guess it just goes to show you can't really count on any of them.
I added these coasters to the bottom of the treadle base, and it's not knocking as much. I think because this, I don't know the technical name of this part, but I think this part was hitting the floor. So now it's not doing it as much. And it seems like I can go faster. I practiced using the 7-inch circle and the 6-inch circle, thinking that I was going to use these two, but they're actually too big, so I'm going to have to use the 5-inch circle and the 4-inch circle. I haven't practiced using these. I think these should be small enough to do what I want to do. But we'll see. I made my 2 circles. I didn't record it because I was struggling. struggling hard. I'm used to using the open toe foot, and it's hard for me to see. I'm going to make one more leaf down here, and then I'm going to echo the whole thing 2 or 3 times. Before adding the leaves, I meant to echo the feathers 1 time, then add the leaves, and then echo that. But this looks fine. It's okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my circles. And then after I finish doing my circles, I'm going to take the ruler foot off and put on my open toe foot so I can see. I want to see if it's easier for me to use my circle rulers on the long arm, since this part right here is flat. I really think it's this part, the magnetic plate not being flush with the this part. What do you call this part? The throat? No, this is the throat. Whatever you call it, the bed. It's not flush, so I can feel it when I'm quilting, like the wobble. It wobbles a little bit. So I'm going to see if it's going to be easier over here. It was easier and quicker to do it on the long arm. I did get off right here. Now, now I have to see how it works when I like do the full circle. And I wasn't able to use my clamps because of the safety pins. And look at my area that I have to work in. It's very tight. But it's manageable. I got off again. Easier and quicker, but more work and more time is spent shifting and advancing to the areas that I need to get to. I noticed this too late. Doing the circles on my long arm, I didn't have it threaded properly, so I had to go around it a couple of times to make sure that the stitches don't come out. I think it's like that for all of them. I did on the long arm except for maybe like one. It's about 2/3 done, and I'm tired of working on it, so I put it on the long arms to go ahead and finish it quicker. I think I'm not gonna do any large quilts and like do the quilting on the little rebel for a while, unless it's something like I said, large quilts. But if it's something small, I could do it up here. But yeah, I'm gonna finish on the long arm.